All right, welcome everyone. I'm going to mute everybody so that airwaves are clear. I've got it already. Uh, for today's class, all you need is a chair to begin, uh, to do the opening sort of setup, and then space around you. Ready. So begin sitting at the front edge of your chair. Hopefully, again, the more you come to class, we always start, whether it's the gait and balance class or this class, the more sort of Tai Chi upper body movements, we always start with this protocol to embed it because it's the thing you would like to, it would be good for you to check in multiple times a day because it's like the machine gets out of position and then we need to reset the body so that it can function smoothly, right? And plenty of that of uh, what's going on in the world causes us to tighten, causes us to get tired and kind of slouch, and so there's a lot of opportunity for the body to get out of whack, and we want to put it back in place. So this simple little protocol, Zhong Zheng or central upright. So you just check in with when we're sitting, it's usually pelvis tip forward, chest slightly up, chin slightly down. And when we're standing, more often than not, it's people are kind of in this position, a little drooped, and the head and neck are forward. So it's tail down, chest up. So you see, I just reset a small change right there. And now there's this line straight down through the body. And then similarly, the chin down, the crown up, because when the body's tipped like so, usually the chin goes up so that I'm looking in front of me while I'm walking. And so when we correct here, the chin comes down and the back of the neck goes up. So that's Zhong Zheng, whether sitting or standing. And then sung or soft, relax. So I like to, when we're doing this, just kind of hang your arms and gently shake them and bounce the shoulder blades a little and wiggle waggle from the hips, just like a little butterfly wing of the legs. So you feel these places, these common spots of grabbing. We shake them out, and relax. So you note you do not have to grab your body to keep it upright. In fact, when you put it upright and then release, heaviness goes down, lightness floats up, and that's this feeling we want to have. Body upright, relax. Chunwan means heavy and sunken. Let that go down. And then Qingling means nimble and light and buoyant. So just simple seated meditation, and already you're inside tinkering with really powerful adjustments. Body upright, soften everywhere that you can soften, release and relax. The body becomes a little plumper, a little more spacious. Flow can move unimpeded. Naturally, just like sediment in a cup, after you let the cup sit, the sediment goes down just naturally by its nature. And then what's left is that clear quality in the cup. So we want to have that quality in our body. Now, to help with all of this, breathing. So take a breath in through your nostrils as full as you can. Hold full. Maybe try to get a little more breath and a little more breath. So we're stretching open. And then exhale out the nose or the mouth and feel everything settle, soften, return. All the way to empty, where you hold empty for a little bit. Don't inhale right away. And then when you're ready, inhale again, long, smooth, and full. Hold the breath for a bit, maybe even try to pull a little more breath in and a little more, so you're stretching open the space, and then exhale when you're ready. All the way empty. Holding empty. You might even squeeze the breath out, toning your deep core muscles, creating a little vacuum inside, and then when you're ready, inhale. When you're ready, exhale. 26 muscles of respiration. Most people only use a fraction of that. Let's train them all. And the way those respiratory muscles are arranged in the body, already we're undulating the spine. We're opening up the shoulders, chest, and back. We're opening up hips and legs. So just by sitting correctly, breathing correctly, we're changing things. We're shifting what's going on. Now let's add overt outer body movement. Slide your hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, arch. Go for it. Get as much of that back bend as you can. And then when you're ready, exhale, slide those hands forward past the knees. Here, we want to tip the pelvis back, hollow the chest, almost like you're trying to bump something behind you with your back, rounding the back. Drop the head. Then we do it again. Slide the hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back. The pelvis tips forward. All 24 vertebrae elongating. Head and neck tipping back, shoulder blades squeezing. And then exhale, sliding the hands forward, hollowing and rounding. And if you do this right, you only need 3 or 4 repetitions, especially if you do it regularly. You keep the plaque at bay. You don't allow it to accumulate. So a few more at your own rhythm. So we all know the saying, less is more, or in this case, fewer is more. And it's true, because if you really are present for each nanosecond of the movement, you get far more beneficial change from slowing down and doing complete conscious repetitions. So we only need 3, right? Or 4. Let's do one more. And then settle back to neutral right in the middle. Let's go left hand forward past the knee, right hand and elbow pull back, turn the shoulders and head, get a nice twist. Inhale as you come back to center. And then right hand forward, left hand and elbow back, exhaling as you get a twist. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale, twist. Just take your time. Same idea. Less is more. Slowing down to actually get the layers. Also, very interestingly, from a brain perspective, from a neural network perspective, moving slow places a far larger load of work on the brain nervous system body connection. So it helps to improve the brain body signal connection when we're moving slow, constant. It's harder, it's more difficult from a certain perspective. Let's do one more. However, there is such a thing as stagnant So if we go so slow that we're sort of stagnating our own flow, that's not good either. So you're looking for this nice little quality of smooth and conscious. And let's come back to neutral. Hang those arms loose. Make sure you got this crown dangling up feeling. And then shift the weight to the right buttock, side bend, bowing as much as you can comfortably. Float your left wrist up. Reach your right hand like you're trying to touch the floor and lift your left foot. And then just kind of flirt with disaster. Almost fall out of your chair, but then come back to center. Crown up, left arm down. Shift the weight over to the left leg, side bend, right wrist floating up. Flirt with disaster on this side, and then back to middle. And have an idea, just a gentle idea that there's a middle pivot represented at the belly button so that we could be tipped all the way over here and yet we're still balanced because everything's organized around the middle. And then that same middle goes over to this side. And then the same middle over this side. Over to this side. And then let's come all the way back to the middle. Shoulder blades. Remember, they go up, down. They also squeeze back, neutral, and spread. So from this position, spread shoulders. Notice how the chest has to disappear a little. So from here, neutral, to here, then up, then back, then down, then neutral. Forward and up, back and down. Neutral. Forward and up, back and down. 3 more. Over time, as you loosen the cables and connections here, the different muscles, tendons, ligaments, connective tissue, as you loosen up what's bound there, then you can do this movement in a fluid way where it just rolls, kind of has a wheel, a water wheel kind of feeling to it. Reversing, we go back, up, forward, down, neutral, back, up, forward, down, neutral. And the water wheel is available here as well over time where you're just flowing. Taoist term is Xuen, like the river. And you can see also, if you allow it, there's this torso movement, right? That is induced. So I'm not consciously trying to do it. What I'm doing is being relaxed enough to allow these ripple qualities through the body. Very nice. And then hang loose. Now we go right shoulder forward and up. Now, as your right shoulder goes back and down, your left shoulder comes forward, up. Then as your left shoulder goes back, your right shoulder comes forward. As your left shoulder goes down, the right shoulder up. Right shoulder back, left forward. Left shoulder up, right down. You get the idea. This has a unique effect on the chest, upper back, and shoulder blades, and it's just difficult for the brain. So it's a really good challenge to try and consciously control. This wheeling-like movement. And then reverse. Forward and down with one as the other goes back and up. And then forward and back, down and up. Forward and back, down and up. And then can it be Xuen, fluid, like the river? roll, roll, roll. And loose. Feet together, knees together, fold forward, backs of hands touch. Let's kind of swim in the space here a bit. Circle around behind. Neutral, forward, out. Notice I'm not lifting yet. The first one we stay low. This helps us find what's called fang sung, or softening into length. So I'm extending and softening out, but not lifting. Then keep that soft and long quality as we go forward and up. Big open. Now here, note the arms don't go way, way behind. They just go right about there, just a little bit behind and down. And this part of your body should be a little bit open, not jammed, not forced, just a little bit, and then neutral. So we close, lift while closed, then we're opening. Stay open while we slide down, and then soften to neutral. One more. So it's impacting more than just the arms and shoulders, the whole torso. Now we go full range, whatever that is for you. Way up, way out, way down. Neutral. Closing. Stay closed. Opening. Stay open. One more. Spiraling internally and externally. And neutral. Reverse. Back, out, but stay low. In, neutral. Two more. Can this become seamless and like the river? So it's loose but not sloppy, perfectly in control and precise but not rigid. Then back, out, and up, forward, neutral, back, out, up, down. One more. Full range, like the butterfly swing stroke. Down. One more. And neutral. Scoot a little back, load, push, load, down, load, push, load, down, load, push. Full range. And then no hands, full range. Load, push, load, down. Remember, smooth and thorough all the way. So we're going slow enough to be thorough all the way. Polishing the brain-body network. Now, foot and ankle, straighten the leg, point, flex. It's not about how many we do. It's about, did you get all the way to point, all the way to flex, all the way to point. And then tilt, tilt, invert, evert, circle, in, around, and out, circle. And reverse circle, out, around, and in. down. Other leg, point and flex. Thorough, complete. And tilt a little in and out. Big circles. Reverse, circles. And down. Scoot forward on the chair. Arms dangle loose. Soft fold. We go out, up. So how do we get higher? It's internally rotating. So it's actually softening something in here to allow the arm to float up rather than lifting more. It's softening. And then down to neutral, and then wrap around and touch the elbows together. That's external rotation. Down, out and up, internal, down, around and in, out and up, around and in. Now elbows back, down, forward with the hands over the shoulders, up, forward, down, back, down, forward, up. One more. And out. Left high, right low, cross, wrap around, elbows straight out, switch, around. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, down, arms in front, turn the palms, down, up. See if you can smooth that out so that over time you can loosen up the forearm. You get this shake, and that's really nice for carpal tunnel issues, arthritic issues. This whole function, it's like vibrating therapy through there. And then palms up, wrists over, circle through, point the fingers forward, turn the palms up, over, circle through. Turn palms up, over, circle through. Palms up, over, circle through. Few more. Reverse. Under, circle through. Turn the palms down. Under, circle through. Palms down. Circle, circle, circle. Palms face forward. Spread the fingers super wide. Bring them all the way back together. Wide, together. Wide, together. Wide. Now, claw to a fist, open. Claw to a fist, open. Claw to fist, open. Claw to fist. Thumb to pinky, other three fingers as well. The bird beak, down, back. Bird beak, down, back, down, back, down. The monkey paw, pinky ring middle. So I'll just do it with this one. Notice how I'm not tucked in like this. They're long and you're folding right along that crease. And then like two chopsticks come down. So it looks like that. And then reverse. pinky ring, middle, and down, down, and then reverse. Index, middle, ring, back. Pinky ring, middle, and fold, and open. So it has like a fan-like movement. Back, down, back, down. Again, really good for all this space here. Down, back. Hang, shake, point your fingers at each other and try to create just little like water ripples. Just loose. And over time they can get fast and then shake. So all of that helps us find what they call the beautiful lady's hand in Tai Chi. It's this loose quality. You see this here. This is the tiger's mouth, this little space. A lot of times people are doing something in their hand, and what we actually need to do is stop. And so then when we come up for our Tai Chi movement and down, or when we're pushing forward, it's this soft, relaxed shape that we want to have, right? And so everything we just did of opening and moving is hopefully able to give you more of a natural feeling of just letting those hands be loose, and that gives them more function and actually gives them more power. Allows you to grab jars better and turn knobs and do things with your hands when they're not stiff, but when they're supple and functional like that. Okay. Now, step a little wider. Lift your toes up, turn toes and knees in, internal rotation. Toes and knees out, external rotation. Let's do that a few times. Just try to get some lubrication to your hips. Get your brain able to command the rotators. And then neutral. Now the heels lift a little. Heels in, knees out. Heels out, knees in. External. Internal. External. Internal. Neutral. Now from that same junction, fold and sit upright. And then tip upright and fold upright back. Now hang your arms loose. So when you fold, your arms should dangle like so rather than be held to your body. Can you dangle your arms without letting your back round a whole bunch? Same thing here. Can you tip back and let these arms just hang loose? They dangle a little behind you. And then when you're vertical, they dangle alongside. And then when you fold, they come forward. Now from here, arms a little out in front of the ankles, come forward, and then all the way up to standing. And then when the hips go back, the arms are dangling. Sink down, the arms are still dangling. You can then reach your hand back, make sure your chair is where you think it is, and sit. Again, so it's this fold from the hips, this taking of our middle a little bit forward so it connects to the ground, and then we rise. And then fold, fold, sit. Now, if things are loose and aligned, so if you have zhong, if you have sung, soft and supple, if you also can feel how stability comes from the weight being heavy down underneath us and the body light, then you can maybe stand up and sit down with a little bit of suddenness where we flow, right? So feel free to try that. And the same thing. So our sturdiness is coming from underneath, the body's relaxed, we fold, and we can sink with a little bit of suddenness. It doesn't mean put yourself at risk. Once you're relaxed and you're out of your own way, you can start to add a little gas pedal a little bit of gas pedal just by being loose and then going, ah, and ah, up and down. Now, don't sit in your chair, but fold and rise. And then from here, add hips forward and neutral. Hips back and fold and rise. Hips forward and middle. Do that 2 more times. And middle. So now we've been practicing what's called Shuai Show. I've been adding that in. So we'll do a little bit of that before we go to our Tai Chi. Um, so Shuai Show means throwing arms, throwing arms. So the first one we do is shift over to your right leg, swing your right arm a little bit forward and your left arm a little bit back. So it kind of looks like this. And you're gonna shift the weight over to your left leg and throw. And then shift over to your right leg and throw. And shift over to the left and throw. And then over to the right and throw. And just have that idea that your middle equilibrium, right? Remember when I had us doing that lean, you want to feel this is your organization point. Down is where you go to look for stability. And then you just swing, swing. So you can change to the right leg, change to the left leg, change to the right leg, and you want to allow little gentle turning through the torso. So there's a little twist, little twist. And your head can almost stay like floating and not moving. So the neck vertebra turn and the neck vertebra turn, shoulders turn, everything turns, and your head is just floating along there. Couple more, just looser and looser. And you can get to the point where you really throw them, but don't, strain anything, but loose, 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 loose. And then just let it settle, let everything settle. Take your left hand to your right hip, your right hand, the back of the hand around and touch the opposite upper buttock area or hip area, and then swing them around and around and around. So now notice what I'm doing here, a little swivel, swivel. So now I'm allowing turning into the hips. So it's a little bit like this and this. But if that feels too much, like unstabilizing, you can just stand and turn like so. And again, how you get improvement with this or where it goes when you improve is like elastic or like a rubber band, you're able to send those arms out further and they wrap to the body. And then out further and wrap. So at first it starts and we're kind of holding and controlling them. But then as you loosen up, start being able to throw them around and let them really get there. And Altenberg, make sure you get the around the back. Around the back. Smack the body. Smack the body. Smack. So that's called ringing the temple bell. Bum, bum. And then just settle back to middle. Loose. It's called flap, wrap, slap. Open, slap, and slap, and. You have to allow your scapula, your shoulder blades to spread apart, squeeze together, spread apart, squeeze together, spread apart. You also have to allow your chest to puff up a little and then hollow a little. So the upper spine has to be loosened up, right? And we don't want to force it, but we just gently coax it along until we can really start to flap, wrap, slap. But again, stay within your comfort zone and then relax, loose. Now, stick your butt out like you're about to do a squat, just a little bit. Put the weight a little extra in your toes. Bring your arms up, and we swing and swing. Swing and swing and swing and swing. Swing, 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 swing. And relax. Then turn your left toes out a little bit. Put your weight in your left foot and put your right toes out in front. Your left hand like you're going to go bowling, and you're going to bowl like that. Your right hand, palm face the other way, swings behind. Now just swing, swing, and swing, swing, yeah, swing, and swing, and release. Change. Bring that left foot back, shift. Bring your right foot back, put your left foot in front. Your right hand as if you're going to bowl. The left hand, palm facing the other way, and swing. Schweisho, throwing arms. It's a whole family of movements, and there's many, many. And just settle. Switch your feet again. Turn the left foot out. Right foot, step it a little further forward. Shift more weight into that front leg. So you're kind of in a little bit of a lunge. And then tip the body just a little forward. Now, it's kind of a strange one. Scoop and extend forward. Bring it back. Other hand, scoop and forward. So you don't shift leg to leg. The lower half stays kind of stable, and this movement will induce a barrel roll through the body. So scoop, and then like you're tossing a sandbag towards the front of the room. And then bring it back and toss a sandbag. Bring it back, toss. Bring it back, toss. Bring it back, toss. 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 Schweisho. So each of these induces a unique mechanism movement through the body. And when you get good at them, you can get at some deep places of stagnant tissue tension, like plaque and barnacles, deep in the body. And relax. We switch. So if your weight was in the front leg, you shift back, bring this foot back, shift, step, and then put a little more weight here. Tip the body, scoop and toss. Scoop and toss. Scoop, toss, scoop, toss, scoop, toss. Toss, toss, and loose, relax. We've still got Zhong Zheng in the sense that the body is aligned with itself. We're loose, so we're doing Song. Heaviness is underneath. Light and nimble through the body. And then relax. One more. Shift the weight back. Bring your left foot back. Turn it out. Shift again. Now put the right foot in front just a little bit and keep it empty. So we're like this. Just a little bit out in front. You're in your back leg. We begin in external rotation. Open, unfold, externally rotate. Now, go into your front leg as you take your hands up over the rainbow. You might remember this from a seated variation that we do. Turn the right wrist on top, and we swing, swing up, and then open, unfold, externally rotate as you go into your back leg. Arms come down. So again, into your front leg as your hands come up and over. Whichever the front foot is, that's the wrist that's on top. Swing, swing, open, unfold, externally rotate, sit down through your back leg. Then go into your front leg as the right wrist goes over top, swing, and open, unfold, externally rotate, inhale. And Altenberg, notice your arms. You let them get all the way to here. They don't. They get to here. Then they come from there up and over. Swing. And Donna, when you swing, don't go back into your back leg. Stay in your front leg. Stay. And then only when you go here do you go back leg. Down. And then front leg, stay, back leg, down, front leg, stay, back leg, down, up and over, and 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 so it's subtle, kind of, but here, unfold, open, externally rotate, and then you can see here, boom, right at this place, folded, closed, internally rotated. And then from there to opened, unfolded, externally rotated, to closing, folding, internally rotating, to open, unfolding, externally rotating. Pause here. Bring your right foot back, shift, put your left foot just a little bit in front, right? Just a small amount. Now it'll be your left wrist on top. Come into your front leg, up and over top, left wrist on top. Once you're here, you're ready to throw. Open, unfold, externally rotate, inhale. And then into your front leg, come over top as you begin exhaling in. And front leg and down to the earth through the back leg and down to the earth through the front leg and down to the earth through the back leg and down to the earth and pa and close, fold, internally rotate, open, unfold, externally rotate, close, fold, internally rotate, open, unfold, externally. One more, and we just let them swing. Pop. Nice job. Nice job. Wing, roll, fold. Settle. Hands to the belly. Cross. Down. Shift your weight to your left leg. Step your right foot a little further out so we have just a slightly wider stance. Tail down, legs with that little bowed-like quality. Arms floaty, right? We've got blood flow, chi flow, interstitial flow. So instead of arms stuck to us, we've got space and buoyancy, and then just ride that buoyancy up. Pung, the ocean swells. And then the hands change and the ocean trough. Arms go behind. Again, as the ocean swells, the legs straighten a little bit, everything swells up so that we can get this trough, this settle down. Rise. This little fluid change through the limb. Down. Let's do that one more time. Training your hydraulic system to do more and more and more so that we're not using that clumsy tension-based strength, and scoop in front. Now wing, rising, not just the arms, but through the whole body. And then wing, sunk, stored like a spring, loaded, and then ride that pung quality of ride. Hands change and then sing. And ride. And sing. And wing, roll, palms up, fold, and then down. Release. As the wings rise, the legs straighten, the whole body expressing lifting, levity. Roll and fold over top. Now we can express on or sinking. One more. So it's these qualities that we're training. Now reverse. Backs of hands close. We come up. Palms face forward, up and out. And then on, sinking. Now we're stored here to express pung. And then because we punged, because we are up here, we can then express sinking. If we never rise, we can't sink. If we never sink, we can't rise. So yin depends on yang. Up is created by the concept of down. And sink. Now we go wing. Right wrist roll fold, or right hand roll fold, left hand sweep under and sink and bring together. Rise and open. Wings out and around. Left hand over, right hand under and sink. So we want spring loadable, unloadable. And so if we only think in terms of muscles and bones and levers and tension, then that's all we'll ever work on. But if we think in terms of chi and the sort of ocean-like behavior of the chi, it includes the muscles and bones. It brings them along for the ride. Let's go ahead and sink. So we're using the vehicle of the body, but we're expressing these ocean-like qualities. So here, G is expressing forward, 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 like a wave going up the shore. And then Lu is the wave suctioning back. And since we lued and we're stored here, we can G. And because we G'd all the way out, we can Lu. So they support each other. And the full expression of both maintains the structure, the tissue, the nerves, the brain, the function. And back. So Altenberg, I'll use you as the example. You're kind of going like this, and then you just went back. But I know you're capable of all the way. There you go. So don't start going back till you've completely gone out, and then turn. And now, all the way. And don't start pushing forward until you've gotten all the way. Then, all the way. And all the way. So it's not moving like this that allows accumulated tension and barnacles and plaque to stay there. But it's this, let's go left hand all the way, let it turn the body. Left hand face the body, right hand face forward, right hand forward, left hand back, turn. And then turn those palms and left push, right draw, turn. So they call this one liye, or splitting, where it's one coming back and one going forward, creates a different impact or effect on the body, but also if you were to use it in a sort of athletic sense as well. Turn. And then both hands back and down. From your middle, put all the weight down through the right leg so you empty the left. Turn to the right and sweep those hands over. Fang Sung, soft and long. Now shift all the way to the left leg. Turn from your middle. Brush knee with the left. Sweep the leg with the right. And then turn those palms and we shift right, turn right, brush, sweep. Turn those palms and shift and turn and brush and sweep. And the same idea, this Fang Sung is key. So when you come across, you don't already start going back. You keep going, 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 till it gets all the way to that end. Then bring it on back. Same thing here. Keep going, going, going. Now let's add. Float the left arm up. We've got shift right, turn right, brush knee. Swap the jumping fish. And now stay Fang Sung, soft and long as you take your arms through that little change up. Left hand is down in the water, right hand is up at the chest level, and shift, turn from your middle, brush knee, swap. Right arm down as left arm comes up, but keep that Fang Sung, that soft length. Keep that soft length to the fingertips. All the way. Soft length. Shift and turn. The fish is jumping higher. Let's go for full reach. Brush knee down low, touch the sky, the body straightening up, and then the body sinking as we come down. And then right arm way up. Shift and turn. Make sure you stay attending to that left hand. Shift and turn and sink. And then rise and sink. Now, wing, roll, fold, and shift and turn. We got brush knee and push. Then wing, roll, fold with the left as the right dips in the water, catch the wave. Left hand, extend, 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 extend. Right arm winging. And roll and fold and shift and turn. Brush knee. Pull. Right arm going down, left arm winging, rolling, folding, and all the way to the end so that you create that space and separation, and then it can fold and fold in, and then it can emerge out, right? That's where power actually comes from. It's not so much hard muscles so hard, it's rather, again, you don't want atrophy, but it's this ability to fully express through the mechanism, whether it's a leg or an arm or whatever, without it being stuck to the body. So if I fully express, but I pull my body off my center, that doesn't work, versus my center is here and I can fully issue while retaining ground, and my body is pliable, right, to move with it. So again, each time you do this, go slow enough to find the plaque, find what's stuck, and challenge it, right? So that left arm, if it's here, see if you can go get that full extend. One more. Now, wash your paws. Wash. Wash. Settle. Put all the weight in your right leg. Turn your left heel in just a few degrees. All your weight in your left leg. Turn your right heel in and bring the heels together. All the weight in your right leg, golden rooster. So your left foot, toe touch. As you do that, left hand point up, right hand touching in the water a little bit. golden rooster. Bring that left foot back, heel touching, turn left palm forward, right palm in. Now we're ready to go. Shift the weight to the left leg. As you do, left hand down, right hand up, and right foot empty touch. Now, bring the right foot back and turn right palm forward, left palm in. Then shift the weight, the hands change, and that empty foot touch. Bring the left foot back, turn left palm forward, right palm in, and sit down through that left leg, right foot touch. Bring that foot back, turn right palm forward, left palm in, and change. Now stay here with your left foot empty. Teacup on your head, don't spill. Go through that protocol in your mind again of Zhong, central upright. Song, soft, so you're not grabbing. Soft. Heaviness going down through that right leg, your right leg, and then Qing Ling, lift, touch, lift, touch. So you could lift a little bit. Eventually you can lift to that maximum lift and down. Don't spill the teacup. Now, place that left foot back where we had, turn left palm forward, right palm in, shift. Left hand down, right elbow bend, right toe touch, and Zhong, Song, Chung one down through the left leg so that the right leg can experience Qing Ling, light, nimble. So if you take care of the primary threat of down through one leg, then lo and behold, function. Now switch each time. Bring the right foot back, turn right palm forward, left palm in, change, and lift. Make sure that right hand goes down, left hand comes up, good. And then put the foot down, turn left palm forward, right palm in, and then as you shift, the hands go through their full change, rooster. Put that foot down, don't spill the teacup, turn those palms, shift, lift. Put that foot down, turn those palms, shift. And you can see how the Monday class helps prepare us for something a little more complicated, right? We stick with pretty, walking function, but this is present in these different Tai Chi moves. The same thing of middle, upright, down, down, and wash, wash, settle. And then this closing gesture that's basically like a qi pump through the channels called sync qi wash organs. So we rock a little to the heels, open and lift, right? Then rock a little to your toes, sweep around, palms face up. Rock to the heels like you are bringing in to the mouth, past the mouth, and settle to the middle of your feet as your hands trace the central channel to the belly. Then remember your Tai Chi squat. Your butt goes back a little, elbows forward a little, open the back, hollow the front, sit and release the arms. So you let your arms totally hang and then push through the earth and stand back to vertical with even more of that Zhong, Song, heaviness down, lightness through the body. We do it again. Rock to your heels, open, Fang Song, soft, length, reach. Tip to the toes, stay soft and long all the way through to the fingertips, palms face up. Rock back, stay so soft that you're folding in, but there's no contraction, there's no jamming or getting in your own way. Altenberg, bring your arms back, finish the movement, get it all the way there, don't get stuck, right? So all the way back, and then settle to the middle of your feet, hands settle to belly level, and then hips back, elbows forward, hollow front, open back, sink and release. Push through the earth and stand. Another layer sloughed off and more plump buoyancy. One more. Rock back open and lift. Rock forward, sweep around, palms face up. Rock back. Remember, don't get stuck here. Bring the hands all the way back. And then settle to the middle of the feet, hands settle to belly, and then hollow front, open back, sink and release. Come back up to standing. And then wing, roll, fold, that final gesture of mind and chi, reminding it where to rest. So all the way down. Altenberg, don't get stuck. Come all the way to the belly. Turn the palms to face the belly. Good. And then we seal one hand, other hand. Well done, everybody. Thank you. Have a great weekend. If you have any questions or thoughts, always feel free, unmute, or you can also email me or whatever. Anything? I'm curious, actually, how does because I know Shuai those throwing arms, they can be a bit intense. And I know people have shoulder issues and various things, but does that feel like something you guys are able to do without creating, thanks, Donna, without creating, negative feelings in your neck or your back? Are you able to do that?
Yeah,
Can't hear.
it feels really good to me.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that because this is where I'm tight mostly.
Yeah.
Neck, shoulders,
Yeah.
back.
This whole chassis, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
I,
to do it, and create all this sort of spongy loosening
Right.
without creating sort of pain and defensive response, because that's what it is. It's like as soon as we add sort of that throwing quality,
Mhm.
the body can get a little concerned and put up walls to try to protect. And so our goal is to find that happy place where you're putting a little something on it, but you're still in a state of calm so that those places move without seizing.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it rehabituates your body because you're used to being, well, I'm used to being super like from other
Yeah.
exercises. So
Yeah.
this like goes into a new habit of release
Yeah.
and making space.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. So hopefully everyone's kind of got that idea, and when they're playing with these things, they're all just tools in a toolkit. Um, they can be incredibly powerful. I mean,
I feel
really
my
powerful.
body creaking and popping and
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
I move through these because
Yeah.
I'm not loose
Exactly.
enough
And
yet.
say that again.
I'm not loose enough sometimes to get the full range.
Yeah, right, right. And so a lot of those pops and creaks, remembering that that's connective tissue when it's the good kind of pop and sound and crackle, it's your connective tissue gently kind of breaking up, and we need to do that. The myofascial side of it, the fascia that just anywhere that's been either injured or left immobilized for a period of time, the fascia just goes, "Arr." And when we're older, even quicker and more like persistent and pernicious. It just keeps hardening, and it's good because it's what keeps us held together, this fascia. But that's why we have to have a practice that breaks it up on the regular, on the
Right.
regular. So a lot of those pops and cracks are good, but you do need to dose them right so your body doesn't, get
Yeah.
uh, right.
Yeah.
Also, my posture is terrible. It's just I'm just always hunching over. So this is
Mm,
like a great new, just that whole, sending the heaviness down, staying.
yeah,
It's really helping me a lot every day. Just sort of remembering, like, because
yeah,
before I'm like, whir, now
yeah.
now I'm, I don't know. It's just a new tool.
Well, and an important point on that is a lot of times we make the correction, but we do the correction wrong. So usually it's here that's off, but then we try to correct it here
Uh-huh.
by tightening more in the back. And you
Right.
can imagine that that's just taking your back and bending it and impinging it more. So the correction of, and you can even do this with your own hand, is you just reach back. You see this a lot in Tai Chi. People are doing Tai Chi and then they just run this part of their hand down their sacrum. And then the other side of that is
Mm.
this, so that you correct it in here rather than up here.
Right.
So
Right.
that's a really important piece. And it's way easier, it's way gentler. It feels really good. It feels like, oh, I can do this forever. This, that's going to get tiring and then people give up and then
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's an energetic way to look at it as well. It's not just physical.
true, true.
So
Yeah, it's that pillar going,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
sweet. Really, really great thoughts, everybody. Anything else from anyone? Karen?
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Really appreciate it.
I can't hear you, Karen, if you got anything. If you don't have much, you can just. All righty.
All right. Thank you
Take
so
care,
much.
everyone. Yeah,
I
have a
appreciate it.
wonderful week and see you next time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.